Africa. Our land is fertile, our sun is generous, our grains are rich with life, so why is the world trying to feed us food we never asked for? They call it GMO, genetically modified organisms. Food altered in a laboratory, tampered with at a genetic level. They say it's for our benefit. But we must ask, whose benefit really? Could this be the same agenda that's been whispered about in videos, plans for population reduction, a so-called second pandemic, and foreign powers deciding what Africans should eat? Could it be linked to why our farmers are being killed, chased from their land and left helpless? If Africa is rich in agriculture, if we already have the food, why force GMO into our soil? Take a look at this clip.
Reducing population growth, that's this big benefit. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
In the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet because there's too many of us.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population,
Wait. What the?
More of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that. We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
What the?
So in the next 5 to 10 years, for the next pandemic, we'll solve all those problems.
You say the next pandemic. There will be another pandemic.
Absolutely. We don't know when.
History teaches us that the next pandemic is a matter of when, not if.
They told us it's progress, they told us it's for our own good. But what if the food they offer is a weapon? What if the seeds they give us come with chains? Our farmers are dying. Our lands are being taken. And now, they want to replace the grains of our ancestors with lab-made experiments. Africa is rich. Africa can feed itself. But if we don't rise now, we will wake up one day. And our food, our culture, our future will no longer belong to us. This is more than farming. This is survival. This is war for the soul of Africa. In a world still grappling with the true aftermath of the pandemic, whispers in the digital shadows grow louder. Is this all part of a hidden narrative of population control? Is Bill Gates plotting something against Africa under the guise of vaccines and genetically modified crops? Let's speak plainly. GMO is not just new seed technology. It is seed engineered by altering its DNA, changing the way it grows, resists pests, or tolerates chemicals. Some scientists and governments claim it's safe, but others warn unknown long-term effects. We don't yet know how consuming genetically altered food over decades might affect our bodies. Allergies, immune system disruptions, and reproductive issues have been suggested as possible risks. Chemical dependence. Many GMO crops are designed to survive heavy doses of herbicides like glyphosate. Those chemicals don't vanish, they remain on the food and they leach into the soil and water. Glyphosate has been linked in some studies to cancer risks and hormonal disruption. Loss of seed freedom. GMO seeds are often patented. Farmers can't save them for next season. They must buy them every year from powerful corporations. Creating dependency and killing the culture of seed saving that has sustained Africa for centuries. And let's not ignore this question. If GMO is so harmless, why are some Western countries limiting or labeling it while pushing it aggressively here in Africa? Every day across the continent, African farmers are being driven off their land. Some are killed, others flee because of conflict. The question must be asked, is this all connected? Because once the farmers are gone, their land falls into the hands of those who can dictate what gets planted. And if that's GMO, Africa's food system will be locked in the grip of foreign seed companies forever. We must see the pattern. First, instability in farming communities, then solutions offered from outside, solutions that replace our heritage crops with lab-made seeds. Finally, dependency, where Africa no longer controls what grows in her own soil. We have millet, sorghum, fonio, teff, yam, cassava, plantain, groundnuts, moringa, foods packed with nutrients adapted to our climate and grown without genetic manipulation for centuries. We have the ability to feed ourselves and even export to the world. We don't lack food. We lack protection for our farmers, fair distribution systems, and supportive government policies. If African leaders truly loved their people, they would invest in better storage facilities to reduce post-harvest loss, irrigation systems to withstand drought, rural security to protect farmers from bandits and militants, research into improving our own indigenous crops, not importing foreign genetic experiments. Our food is not just fuel, it's culture, identity, and medicine. The grains our ancestors ate sustained warriors, built kingdoms, and kept communities strong without obesity, diabetes, and many of the modern diseases linked to processed diets. To replace these with GMO is not just an agricultural shift, it's a cultural and spiritual loss. We will lose recipes, farming traditions, seed stories, and the deep connection between our people and the land. To the leaders of Africa, history will remember your choices. If you sell our birthright for foreign deals and aid packages, if you allow the quiet takeover of our seed system, your legacy will not be of progress, but of betrayal. You have the power to protect African agriculture by enforcing strict GMO labeling laws so people know what they're eating, supporting farmer cooperatives to produce and distribute indigenous seeds, funding agricultural research led by Africans for Africans, refusing trade deals that force GMO adoption. Brothers and sisters, the future of our food is in our hands. Here's what we can do. 1. Know your food. Ask where your seeds come from. Buy from trusted local farmers when possible. 2. Preserve our seeds. Support seed banks and community seed exchanges. Don't let our indigenous varieties vanish. 3. Educate others. Share this message. Let people know GMO is not just about farming, it's about sovereignty. 4. Hold leaders accountable. Demand agricultural policies that protect local farmers. 5. Celebrate our food culture. Cook and promote traditional dishes. Show the world the richness of African cuisine. Africa, we are not poor, we are not helpless. We are rich in land, water, sunlight, and history. We do not need GMO to survive. We need courage to say no, and unity to protect what is ours. The West may have its reasons, its strategies, its so-called solutions, but we must remember, what is good for them is not always good for us. Our ancestors survived without GMO. They left us a legacy of resilient crops and farming wisdom. Let us not throw it away for the promise of high yields that come with hidden costs. Let Africa rise. Let our leaders stand for the people, not for foreign contracts. Let us protect our farmers, our food, and our future. The battle for Africa's future is not fought only with guns, it is fought in our fields, our markets, and our kitchens. And it starts with saying no to GMO, yes to Africa. Africa's challenges are many, but in the midst of the struggle, there are leaders proving that strong people-first leadership is still possible. While some sell out our resources, bow to foreign pressure, and abandon their people, others are standing tall, showing the world that Africa can chart its own course. Today we look at two such leaders, Ghana's president and Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, leaders whose actions should inspire the entire continent. In a time when the International Monetary Fund, IMF, expected Ghana to kneel quietly under economic pressure, Ghana's president delivered a surprise.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and I request protocol to escort His Excellency.
Instead of simply swallowing every condition placed before him, he pushed policies that strengthened the CDI, Ghana's national currency. Through smart fiscal management, debt restructuring talks, and focus on domestic production, he began to stabilize the economy, restoring a measure of pride and confidence in Ghana's markets. And it's not just about economics. The Ghanaian leader has also pushed for industrialization, local value addition, and African self-reliance, refusing to allow Ghana to remain a mere exporter of raw materials. He understands that Africa's wealth is in processing and producing, not just selling resources cheaply to the West. This is leadership that says to the world, we will engage, but we will not be controlled. Then we turn to Burkina Faso, where Captain Ibrahim Traoré has become a symbol of courage, sovereignty, and uncompromising patriotism. Since taking leadership, he has kicked out foreign military control that failed to protect the people from terrorism, strengthened Burkina Faso's army with locally built drones, armored vehicles, and homegrown defense strategies, pushed for industrial independence, investing in gold refining within Burkina Faso so that profits stay in Africa, launched agricultural projects to make Burkina Faso self-sufficient in food production, breaking the cycle of dependency on foreign grain imports, spoken openly about African unity, urging other nations to reclaim their resources and their dignity. In Captain Traore's words, if we control our land, our resources and our destiny, no one can enslave us again. This is not just political talk. It is backed by bold action, the kind that is rare on the continent. From Ghana's strategic economic defense to Burkina Faso's fearless sovereignty, one thing is clear. Africa's destiny is in the hands of Africans who refuse to be puppets. Other leaders must learn that accepting foreign loans blindly without protecting national interests only deepens dependency. Selling out farmland for GMO experiments or mining contracts that benefit outsiders is a betrayal of future generations. Ignoring local industries and relying solely on imports is economic suicide. Protecting farmers, building factories, and keeping resources in African hands is the only way to create lasting prosperity. What we see in Ghana and Burkina Faso is proof that Africa can negotiate from a position of strength. Africa can say no when a deal does not benefit her people. Africa can be self-sufficient in food, defense, and industry. If two leaders can take such steps under intense pressure, imagine what could happen if 20 African leaders united with the same vision. The continent's narrative would shift overnight, from begging to building, from dependency to dominance. Brothers and sisters, leadership matters. If our leaders choose courage, integrity, and vision, Africa will rise, no matter how strong the foreign forces against us. Let's support and celebrate leaders who put their people first, and let's hold accountable those who sell us out for their personal gain. Ghana's example shows that we can stand firm in the face of economic giants. Burkina Faso's example shows that we can reclaim our sovereignty and defend it. The path is clear. The question is, will Africa follow? Now we want to hear from you. Do you think other African leaders will follow the example of Ghana's president and Captain Ibrahim Traore, or will they continue to serve foreign interests over their own people? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video so more Africans can join the conversation and be inspired. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming reports on African news and developments. The time for Africa to rise is now. Let's not waste it.